Imagine disappearing for a year, not from the world, but from the need to prove yourself to it. No announcements, no explanations, no constant updates about your goals. Then one day, people begin to notice something different. Your peace is deeper, your mind is clearer, your life has transformed. This is the power of a principle deeply aligned with Buddhist wisdom. Work quietly until your life looks completely different. True transformation rarely happens in public. Like a seed growing beneath the earth, the most important changes take place in silence, long before anyone else can see them. In a world that constantly demands our attention, urging us to share every step of our progress, to broadcast our aspirations, and to seek immediate applause, the idea of working quietly might seem counterintuitive. Yet, it is precisely in this quiet, unassuming effort that true, sustainable transformation takes root. This wisdom resonates deeply with Buddhists' teachings, which emphasize inner cultivation, mindful action, and the profound power of unseen effort. It's about building a solid foundation from within, brick by silent brick, until the structure of your life stands entirely new, strong, and aligned with your deepest values. So, what does it truly mean to work quietly? It means dedicating yourself to your growth, your goals, and your inner peace, without the need for external fanfare. It means focusing on the process, not just the outcome, and trusting that consistent, mindful effort, even when unseen by others, is the most potent catalyst for change. This approach frees us from the pressure of performance, the anxiety of judgment, and the distraction of comparison. It allows us to channel our energy entirely into the work itself, fostering a deeper connection with our intentions and a more authentic path to fulfillment. Let's explore the steps to truly embrace this transformative path. First, cultivate deep self-awareness and clear intention. Before you can work quietly towards a different life, you must first understand your current reality and clearly define what different truly means to you. This isn't about vague wishes, but about a precise, heartfelt understanding of your values, your aspirations, and the kind of person you wish to become. In Buddhist practice, this is akin to developing right view and right intention, seeing things as they are, and setting your mind on a path of wholesome action. Spend time in quiet reflection, perhaps through meditation or journaling, to uncover your deepest desires, not those imposed by society, but those that genuinely resonate with your soul. What truly brings you peace? What kind of impact do you wish to make? What habits do you need to shed? And what virtues do you need to cultivate? This internal clarity is the silent blueprint for your transformation. Second, embrace diligent, consistent effort. Virya. Once your intention is clear, the quiet work begins. This is where the Buddhist principle of virya, or right effort, comes into play. It's not about sporadic bursts of intense activity, but about steady, unwavering application. Imagine a sculptor chipping away at a block of marble, day after day, week after week. Each strike of the chisel might seem insignificant on its own, but over time, a magnificent form emerges. Your quiet work is similar. It's the daily practice of mindfulness, the consistent pursuit of a skill, the regular act of kindness, the persistent effort to overcome a negative habit. These small, consistent actions, performed without expectation of immediate reward or recognition, accumulate into profound change. The beauty of quiet effort is that it builds momentum from within, fueled by your own commitment rather than by external praise. Third, practice patience and perseverance. Kanti, transformation is rarely instantaneous. It's a gradual unfolding, a blossoming that requires time and nurturing. The path of quiet work demands immense patience, or Kanti, a core Buddhist virtue. There will be moments of doubt, setbacks, and times when progress seems imperceptible. This is precisely when quiet perseverance becomes your greatest ally. Instead of giving up or seeking external validation to boost your morale, you lean into your inner resolve. You trust the process, understanding that every effort, no matter how small, contributes to the larger tapestry of your evolving life. The Buddha himself spent years in quiet meditation and rigorous self-discipline before his enlightenment. His journey was not a sudden flash, but a sustained, quiet dedication to understanding the nature of suffering and liberation. Fourth, cultivate non-attachment to outcomes. Upekkha. This is perhaps one of the most liberating aspects of working quietly. When you detach from the need for specific results or external recognition, you free yourself from the anxiety of failure and the pressure of expectation. This is the essence of upekkha, or equanimity. You put in the work, you give your best, but you release your grip on how things should turn out. This doesn't mean you don't have goals. It means your peace of mind isn't dependent on achieving them in a particular way or by a specific timeline. Your focus shifts from the destination to the journey, allowing you to find joy and meaning in the quiet process itself. This non-attachment allows for flexibility, resilience, and a deeper sense of inner peace, regardless of external circumstances. Finally, let compassion, karuna, and wisdom, panna, guide your transformation. Your quiet work should not be a solitary, self-serving endeavor. True Buddhist transformation is always rooted in compassion for oneself and others, and guided by wisdom. As you work to change your life, ask yourself, is this transformation leading to greater well-being for myself and those around me? Am I acting with kindness and understanding? Is my quiet effort informed by a deeper understanding of reality rather than fleeting desires? This ensures that your personal evolution contributes to a more harmonious and awakened existence, not just for you, but for the world you inhabit. To truly illustrate the power of working quietly, let's look at some inspiring examples, starting with the ultimate example from Buddhist tradition, the Buddha himself. Before he became the enlightened one, Siddhartha Gautama was a prince who renounced his worldly life. His journey to enlightenment was not a public spectacle, but a profound internal struggle. He spent years in quiet contemplation, meditating under the Bodhi tree, enduring extreme asceticism, and facing inner demons and temptations from Mara, the personification of delusion. There were no crowds cheering him on, no social media posts documenting his progress. His work was entirely internal, a silent battle of mind and spirit. He sat, he meditated, he questioned, he observed, until, in that quiet solitude, his mind broke through the veils of ignorance and he attained complete awakening. His life, and indeed the course of human history, was completely transformed, not by outward show, but by profound, quiet, internal work. Now, let's consider individuals in different professions who embody this principle in modern times. Imagine Anya, a software developer working in a bustling tech hub. For years, Anya felt a deep calling to create an open-source platform that would help small nonprofits manage their data more efficiently. Her colleagues were focused on high-profile projects, seeking promotions and public recognition. Anya, however, quietly dedicated her evenings and weekends to her passion project. She didn't announce her progress on LinkedIn, nor did she seek funding or validation prematurely. She meticulously coded, debugged, and refined her platform, driven by an inner vision and the desire to make a genuine impact. There were countless hours of frustration, moments of self-doubt, but she persisted, fueled by her quiet determination. After 3 years of unseen effort, her platform was robust, user-friendly, and incredibly effective. She then quietly launched it, and within months, it was adopted by hundreds of nonprofits globally, transforming their operations and allowing them to serve their communities better. Anya's life, once defined by her corporate role, now revolved around the profound impact of her quiet, dedicated work. Her success wasn't an overnight sensation. It was the culmination of thousands of hours of unseen, diligent effort. Consider David, a ceramic artist living in a small town. David had a deep love for pottery, but for years, he worked a demanding day job to support his family. His artistic pursuits were relegated to a small, dusty studio in his backyard. He didn't participate in art fairs, nor did he actively market his work. Instead, he quietly honed his craft, experimenting with glazes, perfecting forms, and pouring his heart into each piece. He studied ancient techniques, spent hours in silent contemplation of his materials, and allowed his intuition to guide his hands. His motivation wasn't fame or fortune, but the pure joy of creation and the pursuit of mastery. Friends and family occasionally saw his work, offering polite compliments, but David continued his quiet dedication. Over a decade, his skill became extraordinary, his unique style unmistakable. One day, a renowned gallery owner visiting the small town stumbled upon David's studio. They were captivated by the depth and soul in his work. Suddenly, David's art was being exhibited, sought after by collectors, and celebrated. His life, once a quiet balance of work and passion, was transformed into that of a recognized master artist, all because he chose to work quietly, allowing his craft to speak for itself when it was truly ready. Finally, let's look at Maria, a community organizer dedicated to environmental justice. Maria didn't start with a large platform or a powerful network. She began by quietly listening to the concerns of her neighbors in an underserved community, understanding the specific environmental challenges they faced. She spent years attending local meetings, researching policies, building trust one conversation at a time, and educating herself on complex legal and scientific issues. She wasn't seeking headlines. She was building relationships, gathering data, and empowering local voices. Her work was often tedious, frustrating, and largely invisible to the wider public. She faced skepticism and bureaucratic hurdles, but her quiet persistence never wavered. She organized small workshops, facilitated dialogues, and slowly, patiently, built a grassroots movement. Eventually, her quiet efforts culminated in a powerful, unified community voice that successfully advocated for policy changes, leading to cleaner air and water for thousands of residents. Maria's life, once a solitary mission, became a beacon of hope and a testament to the transformative power of quiet, persistent community building. These stories, from the Buddha's enlightenment to modern-day individuals, all echo the same profound truth. True transformation often happens in the quiet spaces, away from the clamor of external expectations. It's in the unseen hours of practice, the silent moments of reflection, and the consistent, dedicated effort that we truly reshape our lives. This Buddhist wisdom teaches us that the most impactful changes are often those cultivated from within, without the need for immediate applause or public declaration. When we work quietly, we are not hiding. We are nurturing, building, and strengthening our foundation until our inner world is so profoundly transformed that our outer life naturally reflects that change. So, I invite you to reflect on this powerful principle. What quiet work are you called to do? What silent seeds of transformation are you planting today that will blossom into a completely different life tomorrow? Embrace the power of unseen effort, the wisdom of patience, and the liberation of non-attachment. Trust in the process and allow your quiet dedication to be the most profound statement you make. Thank you for joining us on this journey of wisdom. If this message resonated with you, please consider giving this video a like, sharing it with someone who might benefit, and subscribing to our channel for more insights into Buddhist teachings. Your support helps us continue to share these valuable lessons. May your path be filled with peace, purpose, and profound, quiet transformation.